Welcome back to the OrderFlow Edge channel. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to set up a basic chart. Be sure to stick around to the end because I'm going to show you one setting that can save you time from your charts freezing and loading. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. So when we have just a blank chart book, come up here to the find symbol. That'll bring us to the list of categories of symbols. Today's video, we're going to go ahead and expand the CME one, and then we have all the different symbols. So we're going to just scroll down here and find the ES, and we're going to expand that. We're on the June contract, so I'll select that, and then we're going to go ahead and hit Open Intraday Chart. That will by default bring us to a 1-minute chart, and then we'll go ahead and come to Chart Settings. Let's expand this out a little bit. One thing I like to always do when I start a brand new chart is come here to the continuous contract list and set it to continuous futures contract volume-based rollover back adjusted. When you come to the rollover point, this will make it so that the contract, when you roll it forward, it back adjusts so you don't have a bunch of skipped data points, and it just looks a lot smoother, and you're able to still see where your different levels are at and everything with the new contracts. Then we'll come over to bar period. This is where you're going to be able to select what style of bars. I have mine defaulted to open, high, low, close bars. We'll go ahead and select candlestick bars. I know that's what most people like to use. And then right up here, this is where you select the different bar types. Right now it's on days, minutes, seconds. So with the dashes, the one in the middle is a 1 minute. And then we'll go ahead and we'll select here in the middle and we will bump it up to 5. That's going to give us a 5-minute chart. And we'll click Apply All. Give it a second to load. And now we have 5-minute candles on the chart. Another thing too here in session times, this is where you can come. Right now it's showing the full session, but it's split into 2 sessions with the pit session of 9:30 to 16:15 essentially. You can change this to match like the actual session and go 15, 59, 59, 59. And change your evening session to 1600. But what I like to do if I'm going to use a full session is I actually like to just set evening session to no, and then go ahead and set my start time to when the Globex session starts at 1800, and then set my end time to the end of the Globex session at 16:59:59, and then click Apply. That'll give us the full session. If you wanted to use an RTH only, the top one here, you would set whatever the RTH session is for that asset. The S would be 9:30 to 1600 or 15:59:59, and then set the evening session to no. So now you can see we do have a full session 5-minute ES chart up. And for the one setting that can save you time and help your charts to load faster, come back into the chart settings, come over to data limiting. When you open an intraday chart, it's going to be defaulted right here to where it says days to load for intraday chart type. It's defaulted to 30. Now, for like my footprint charts and charts that I'm using for very short term or that have a lot of very intensive studies and different color bar based on alert conditions and things like that, I do set those to like 1 or 2 days so that it's not taking a ton of data to load. They load a lot faster and they're not constantly updating. For my other intraday charts, a lot of times I will set them to about 10. That way I have, for the charts that are like my higher time frame charts and the charts where I do need like 90 days, 100 days, 200 days, I'm able to set those to those higher days and not have all my charts lagging or taking forever to load or, slowing down and not showing the data as fast when the session is like moving very fast. So I try to set the whatever charts I can to the lowest amount that I can. Like 10 days is, more than enough for most of the intraday charts, unless you do have like 30-day volume profiles on there or whatever. In that case, I would set the chart to, 35, 40 days. So it has just a little bit of extra on there. But anyways, if you found this video helpful, be sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel for more tips like this, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. I'm out.